recording here. And so the first thing I want to talk about is the assignments. Okay. So I know it was confusing. Since it was a winter term, I didn't want you to have to do 2 or 3 things in a span of a week. I wanted you to just do one thing, but have some choices, right? So that was the idea. There are discussion threads and there are activities. You only have to do one of them. Okay. So I know there's still a few people out there that are doing both of those things. If you want to do a discussion thread, that's all you have to do. Just make sure when you do the discussion thread that you look at the rubric, okay? Because the rubric tells you what needs to go into the initial post, the peer post, etc. Okay, make sure it's long enough, it's in depth, it answers all the questions, that kind of thing, and then you're going to get your 20 points. Okay, and then the other ones are activities. So it might be create a PowerPoint presentation or watch a YouTube video or a TED Talk and do an analysis on it. That's the kind of thing. You only need to do one per week. Does that make sense? Okay. So also in the grade book, you'll notice that towards the end of the week, if you only did one assignment, then it's going to say 2 other assignments are missing. Okay. But I clean that up each and every week. Normally I'm grading Sunday, Monday, and then I'll clean it up so that it doesn't show and it's not going to be reflected in your overall grade. Okay. And also if let's say that you didn't do either one of the assignments. Okay. So then you're going to have missing and it's going to be zeros. Well, those zeros are really going to bring down your grade, right? If you go back and you do one of those, then one becomes the grade, whatever you got on the assignment. The other one will be wiped out and just be blank. Okay. So that's going to up the grade. All right. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to do it that way to give you some more options as you go through. And also, I would really appreciate it if you alternated back and forth. Okay, so if you did a discussion thread and then you do an activity, that's way you can interact with students better that way through the discussion threads. Okay, all right. Let me put down the people here also. So we have Lisa, we have Amber, and we have Leslie. Okay, perfect. So for those 3 people, Amber, Leslie, Lisa, you will get extra credit also. Okay, so those extra credit points will be put into the grade book probably within the next couple days or so. Okay, let's go ahead and share screen here with you. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to share the screen. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to go to the week here where here's the biopsychology topic paper. Okay, so it's under week number 5. So it's coming up, it's right around the corner, but I try to keep it very, very manageable for you. Okay, I know this is a 109 class. It's a 100 level freshman type of a class. So I'm not asking for a lot in the paper. And I hope that I give you plenty of guidance so that you can that you're successful on this. Okay, it's only a 3-page paper. I do put in there that if a paper is over 4 pages, I'm not going to accept it. Okay, so it only has to be 3 pages because I want to be very specific to this class. You only have 2 academic sources. Okay, so that's pretty easy, and no more than 5 sources in total. I give you the library website right here, and I give you a little video. Okay, how to use the library. It's really easy to use the library to find those journal articles. Probably take you 15-20 minutes to find 2 journal articles, okay, to write on. And as far as the topic, that's also wide open. You could talk about narcolepsy. You could talk about CNS stimulants. You could talk about Alzheimer's. It's kind of all over the place. Okay, as long as it's a disorder or some kind of an anomaly, that we talk about in this class. Okay, addiction or something like that. So you have the paper requirements as far as length. You have videos to find the resources. Then you have the paper guidelines. Okay, so the first one, define in detail your biopsychology topic. Explain in detail the symptoms present and prevalence rates. And that's one page. Okay. So one page just describing, detailing the topic, like in this case, REM sleep disorders. Okay. What are they? How many people suffer from this, right? Are they treatable? You know, all that kind of stuff. Well, and you want to get into treatment a little bit later, but and then number two, how can your topic be explained in biological terms? You must include brain areas and neurotransmitters involved. Okay, so that's going to be page one, or that's going to be one page. Okay, and then your third page, your last page, briefly describe treatment for this ailment from a biopsychology perspective, including medications and therapeutic interventions. That's it. Those are your 3 pages. Make sense? Okay. I also gave you a rubric right here. So it's worth 100 points. Define topic in detail, provide symptoms and prevalence rates using brain areas and neurotransmitters, thoroughly explains treatment. The APA format is followed, paper is 3 pages. You got it. Okay, you're good to go. Now, on top of all that, so you have the length of the paper, how to find the resources, the paper guidelines, the rubric. I also gave you a sample APA paper. Okay, so again, I know it's a 109 class, and a lot of you have probably been used to using MLA. Okay, and so I created this, and you can use this actually from now on for all of your psychology classes because it is entirely developed in the APA manual 7th edition publication manual. Okay, you can just start right off and start typing in this. I gave you a Word document here. So the page number is already formatted. It's already 1-inch margins. All the spacing is taken care of here. Okay. So all you have to do is replace this with the title of your paper, replace the author with your name, and then I already put in the other stuff for you, except for the date. Title of the paper is how you start the second page. Okay, examples of in-text citations. I'm just giving this to you so that you know how to cite in text. Again, try your best, okay, on in-text citations. I'm not taking off hundreds of points or anything for this because I know it might be your first attempt at doing that. And then I also, for the references, okay, I give you some examples here of how to reference a book or a journal article, etc. Okay. So, okay. So any questions whatsoever on the biopsychology topic paper? Lisa, Amber, Leslie?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay. So let me go ahead and stop share. Okay, and come back. Okay, so those were the 2 things that I really wanted to cover. A little bit of the confusion there on those assignments, and then the topic paper. Okay. Everything else, you guys are doing really well, so just stick with it. I know it's tough out there and lots of stuff, lots of activities. People want to do stuff, right? It's summer. So, and we go pretty fast. There's a lot of information in here. And squeezing it into 6 weeks is tough. But okay. How'd we do? You have anything, Leslie? Have anything, Amber?
So I have a quick question.
Okay, Leslie.
For the citation, would we cite every like thing that we don't know? So let's say I write a paper on dementia and there's like statistics. For the like let's say use an article, would I cite the article I got it from, like in APA format?
Okay.
Like
Yep.
right after the sentence?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Okay. Now, what I would always encourage you to do is paraphrase everything. Okay. Unless it is something like like a famous quote, right? Or if you believe there's no better way that you could state something, then go ahead and do a direct quote. And a direct quote is cited as last name, comma, year, comma, page number. Okay. And then it has to be in direct quotes. Everything else, like if you're reading a journal article, put it into your own words. Okay. That's the whole idea of synthesizing the material, synthesizing the journal articles. Like if you're doing annotated bibliographies, the idea is to put that information into your own words. Okay. Now, you don't need direct quotes because it's not a direct quote. And the citation in that case is now author, comma, year. And that's all. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Amber, any questions?
No, I don't have any other questions.
Okay, and Lisa?
Totally fine.
Okay, guys. So yeah, I knew it'd be pretty quick. I was thinking about I just didn't get a lot of response back, so I wasn't anticipating probably a lot of people, but I will still record it so they can pick it up. And I don't know. I mean, do you think it would be beneficial for you to have another one of these, maybe the Monday of the last week, or you know, it's up to you. I guess what I can do is I can put it into one of my announcements also, and just ask if people would benefit from that for final question. But actually, in this class, we don't have a final exam. They're just those 40-point quizzes along the way, and that was intentional too because of the time frame. So we might just do it that way, especially if there's only 3 people. So hopefully there's not a lot of confusion, unless the other people are just like, this is so confusing, I completely gave up. But I don't think that's the case. I think people are doing pretty well. So okay, anything else at all? No, we're all good to go. Okay, I will record this, like I said, and I'll post it into an announcement. So if you do know of somebody who is in your class or whatever, you can let them know that what we covered, they can listen to at a later time. Okay. All right, guys.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Have
Thank
a
you
good
so
night.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.